Hello and welcome to Barking and Surviving Gaming. My name is Rich. We're going to play a little more Citizen Sleeper. Cycle 57. We're trying to get the flotilla off. We got 5 dice. Looks like we have 2 really good ones. 4 will probably could be good enough for other stuff. Let's see. There's nothing in the dock there, right? Yeah. Always checking just in case I can make money off some of the other stuff. So we're going back across the greenway. Now, I believe we can finish getting the food. If I use the 4, no. If I use the 5, 5 will finish it. So we're gonna do that. Alright, we got food for the flotilla. You're leaning against the metal crates you just loaded up with algae, packed and dried into bright green pucks. Eshe hops onto one beside you, flexing her aching back. Is this enough? Eshe squints at you as if you just interrupted her train of thought. It's a look you have become familiar with. Doesn't matter either way, this is what we've got, she sighs, rubbing the back of her neck. In these past cycles, working with the algae stacks with Eshe, you had little insight into her mind. She rarely seems happy to start a conversation, but is always eager to end one. Despite this, you feel like something is growing between you. Something like silent trust, the kind that tends to see itself in a fertile soil of hard but necessary work. Concerned? Eshe laughs. You could say that. She turns to face you. I think it'd be stupid not to be concerned about all of this. She's right, of course, though it's hard to focus your concerns on one thing in particular. Can the refugees survive on the flotilla? What are Havanage doing to help them? If the quarantine is lifted, is the eye really in danger? Each worry is far too large for everyone to even begin to process, to judge, and they mesh with other, more personal worries until you feel the anxiety growing in your chest. You look at Eshe, and you are suddenly eager to speak, to talk about something, anything rather than just sitting and feeling the growing weight. Why escape XPR? Eshe pauses, her protective instincts, fighting with the trust you've built. You can see her begin to shrug, caution off, then she stops, rethinks sighs. What you need to understand, Sleeper, is that Erlen's Eye wasn't the only place where the Solheim collapse happened. Sure, Hawthorne, where we grew up, was an XPR installation. That didn't screen it from Solheim going under. Actually, Solheim was the only reason XPR were ever here, she paused, hesitant to get into the full story, but wanting to offer something. She flinches, correcting herself. They are a service corp, you understand? They set up outposts and surrogate systems like this one to offer refueling, logistics, maintenance services to bigger companies with extraction contracts. She gestures to the eye around her, like Solheim. When Solheim went bust, XPR lost her client, and Hawthorne, well, we lost everything. We became an outpost tasked with just holding on. Keep the refueling platform running, they said. Keep the outpost stable. Hold on to our claims. She rubs at her head as if recalling all this was somehow physically painful. Do you know what it's like to spend your entire life in a place with no future, a place that exists only to hold a legal claim to a piece of territory, to shore up a breach out of contract negotiations between 2 corporations? It's like living in a she searches for the word, her eyes jumping back and forth, in a grave. She clenches her hand. So if you're looking for the answers to the why question, that's your answer. We, Peek and I, know what it's like to be forgotten, be locked out. She stares hard at the side of the stack, the algae whirling against the glass in the beautiful patterns, and she doesn't look away. The silence extends, and you realize the conversation is over. Eshe seems angry, not at you, but with herself for even voicing such ideas. After a while, you stand and start to load the crates on the powered cargo trolley that Eshe will run back to the briar. As you do, you try to catch her eye, but she avoids it, soothing herself instead with the comfort and simplicity of physical work. Alrighty, we have another game I'm downloading for me to play with Jeff. It's just finished. Alright. I thought there was another trophy, but no, that was just, so we can look at the Briar base camp here. Oh, that's the sleeping part. We can look at the climbing Briar. And, we got 2 things for the hold done. Now we have Peek's plan. We have 1 of the 3, so we really need to work on Peek's plan. The crew canteen or cordon operations. They both seem like they're. That one's an interface job. This one is an intuit job. I think this one takes less. I'm gonna use the 6 here. You got one of the 6 you need to get the tug escort here. If I use the 4, almost, I mean, I don't see a downside. I don't see the negative from this. So I'm just going to use the 4. Tug escort, we're 2. I'm going to re-roll my last 2 dice. Okay, I'm going to use another 4. That'll get us halfway to the tug escort. And I don't think it's safe to use the 3 here. Like I could try. Let me go with the 3. Nah, I don't want to create any suspicion. So I'm going to back off with that. And, her seed bed. You know what I'm going to do? With that 3, I still have... Oh. Okay, I do have 1 spore. I can germinate 1 more spore. But I need 2 more. I'm going to use my 3 to pick spores from the spore grove, I think. Possibly. We got spores. Good. We can plant spores in the aviary. Nice. So we will have stuff growing soon. And that's all our dice. We need food. So I'm going to go back across here. And I'm going to go to my man Emphas. And we're going to buy some fungus. And that takes us up 3. At a cost of 12 cryo. Alrighty. And I think that is all we can do today. We finished getting food. We're halfway to having a tug escort. So, I don't know, maybe it's possible. I mean, there's 4 more cycles, and maybe it's possible to do all the things, or at least maybe 5 of the 6 things they want us to do. I don't know. It depends on how things work out these next couple of days. I'm going to go back to my unit here. I'm going to use another piece of scrap here to repair again. So that's another day of dice just by doing that. And I'm going to feed the stray. I don't know that it gets us anything, if there's like an achievement or anything for feeding it all the time, but I feel the need to do it. And then I'm going to end the cycle. Alright. Alright. Ooh, good. 3 6s to start tomorrow with. That's great. Drone. A rapid burst of movement catches your attention. A drone, its fin adjusting as it hovers in place, floats in the corner. Hello? The drone shifts a little and does not respond. The drone buzzers closer. A voice gurgles out of its speaker, distorted and strange. Sleeper, come to the cordon. We need to speak. Who is this? The drone clicks. Sleeper, come to the cordon. We need to speak. Inspect the drone. You move closer and the drone bobs away to a safe distance. As it does, you see the Ha of Havanage ablazing on its side. Could this be Feng's drone? Satisfied it has delivered its message, the drone rotates and accelerates away as rapidly as it has arrived. You stare at it disappearing from sight, hoping for some insight that escapes you. To the cordon then. Okay, we have something else we now have to do on this new day here. Well, tomorrow when we start our next cycle. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you guys want to see more Citizen Sleeper, let me know in the comments. If there's other games on Game Pass or PS Premium, games are free to play, games are on sale you're interested in, you can write that down in the comments as well. I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. I'll see you guys all next time.